Alright, hey everybody, this is Adivis here again, doing another match critique. Haven't done one in a little bit of while because I had to prepare for Frosty. Also I had to make sure I get a better mic. If this microphone is any better than the last one, please let me know. If it's not, again, please let me know. Anyway, we got another match critique here. This one is going to be on Bigeffindud, playing Parasol Robo Fortune double, and it's going to be a match versus PME, playing Robo on point with Fuqua and Fortune. Watched this set a couple times. There's really not much for me to critique on what Dud did. He played extremely well this entire set, but he wanted me to go over this anyway, so let's get right into it. Round start was really good. Didn't really commit to anything. Of course, PME being Robo Fortune, he's going to back up at round start, call his DP assist, shoot out a beam. Didn't really try to like what's the word? Basically, he didn't want to commit to anything, and try to like get hit. Right, just like feel it out real quick, see what he can do and what he can't do, see what he can challenge and what he can't challenge, essentially. So that was really good. He just down back called Bomber, which hit Fortune, didn't jump into the beam, is now shooting a shot for some pressure. This is something I have to go over. Hold up. So I really like what he's doing. Instead of like trying to like force his way in, really, he's kind of just like dash jumping to cover a lot of ground. This is amazing. This is actually really good. This is how you beat zoning in this game. Lots of dash jumping and lots of patience. At least with most characters, anyway. That was an amazing soldier. Alright, he's getting hit now. You realize he should back off a bit. Nice. Nice. So right here, in most situations, I would say stop hitting the assist. But, he launched. He launched so he was able to react with anything. Surprisingly, he reacted with Pillar. Because he actually could just jump backwards or jumped up forward and grabbed PME. But Pillar was also a good option. It worked. But the fact of the matter is, he launched it so that way he wasn't just stuck there hitting the assist and was free to get punished. As you see, PME jumps forward, trying to punish Dud for hitting Fortune, but instead gets hit himself. This is a confirm, but what can you do? Another good hit, but missed the confirm. Oh. That was too far away. I know you play Parasol, so I know you do know that there is a distance that doesn't work. But for anyone else who's been trying to play Parasol or is interested in picking the character up, it's very important to understand the spacing on like how far will a tier shot hit or actually confirm. And right here, the space. Let's do this color. This space right here, this one, yeah, tier's not gonna hit. It's not gonna combo. It's too far away. You can usually tell based on like the feet right here. If Parasol's feet is not, if Parasol's foot is not on the other character's foot, majority of the time the tier is not going to combo. So just be more aware of that. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he knows that. It was just greed, maybe. He's already down to 1 bar because he spent a bar earlier and wasted it. He probably doesn't want to waste another one. Let's keep going. I'm not sure what PME was pushing there. Probably anti-air. Actually, yeah, I will say something about that. So, for anyone who's seen PME play Robo Fortune, everyone knows that he's known for doing crouch light punch as an anti-air. So, you should be really wary about jumping in at him. However, I want to say that even though I don't think this is done on purpose, it's something that, should be made aware of. Parasol has disjointed normals. Everyone knows this. She swings her umbrella. You can't contest it. So, when Dud jumps in here with this spacing, right? With this spacing, he's more than capable of punishing PME for trying to anti-air him. Like, at this space right here, from my experience as a Parasol player, Robo can't actually anti-air you. Like, not even with Magnet, which is even more amazing. And on top of that, he dumped in with jump heavy punch. So, like, yeah, he's definitely hitting him here. Just wanted to point that out. That was really good. Anyway, heavy counter hit. Into death. Double for insurance. Incoming. Keeps the corner. That's amazing. He didn't go for any like super fancy mix-up. He just kept the corner. This is really, really, really good. Instead of like putting himself in a tighter spot because he wanted to like get some crazy crossover mix-up that might have been blocked and put himself in the corner, and then Fuqua gets to pressure him for free. He just kept his pressure up. Alright, he didn't take any big risk. This is amazing. Like I said, like there isn't much for me to critique on anything that he's done wrong. He's done a lot of good stuff in this set. Right here though, I like the stagger pressure. That was really good. And then PME caught on and then mashed armor grab. Now, in this situation, I know everyone gets some deer headlight syndrome. So, and they freeze up and don't know what to do. But generally, what you should be doing is, at least with Parasol, you can either pillar in response to this. If you're able to react like, oh shoot, she's flashing yellow. You pillar, you bikes, you level 3, but he doesn't have level 3. You also snap back. Sweep works too, but sweep comes out pretty slow. So around the time that you recognize that you're actually hitting armor and not Fuqua, you probably will not get the sweep out. But reacting with things that are invincible and fast, pillar, level 3, snap back, definitely should be going through your head. I would definitely recommend snapback, just because I have a problem of trying to remember which character I am. So what like options I have in this situation, and every character can just snap back her. So oh whoa, hold up, did I see tear shot? Oh yeah, you really didn't notice. Alright. Actually, I will say this. So, it's super important to notice what strings your opponent uses, so that way you can tell when resets are usually coming. Let me see if I can get a better. He did crouch medium punch in a string. He also called fortune, so you should be made aware that he is going to do cross under reset. Now whether it's cross under grab or cross under drill doesn't actually really matter because both options get beat by jump. Fuqua doesn't really have a low option off of this reset. It's literally just left or right, and you can jump both responses. Or at the very least, if she's going to go in the crouch heavy kick to get the cross under, she doesn't have a low option. But Parasol should be dead here. He threw you out the corner. Not sure why he did that, but good for you. Now you're up. Now you're full screen. You get to play your Robo game. Aw, I would have liked to see you jab fortune, but that's fine. Whoa, what happened there? Ah, fortune ate the hit. Okay. Didn't get to confirm. Probably wasn't expecting it. Alright. So, I want to point out that double is dying. Okay. Like, all of this red life happened in those last couple of seconds. Like, this was health that she had. She lost it. All because you kept calling her. I kind of understand it's preemptive to ensure that, like, in case he gets close to you, but let's run that back. Actually, let's run that all the way back. Okay, this is good enough. Alright, call double, got him off you. Call double here. I understand that, he's pretty close. Right. Force him to block, but she's gonna get beat out by fortune. Took some damage. Called her here, but got hit. That one I don't understand. You called her here, but you didn't like block. Like if you ever call double, I recommend that your first response is to be holding back before you actually input that command. Because you got hit. Because you got hit, she just came out and did her pose and didn't actually do a Haunted Bomber, and therefore she got hit. Called her full screen, not sure why, so she got hit by a fireball. Called her full screen again, got hit by a fireball. Better call, but you didn't confirm that. Called her in a bad spot again. In a bad spot again. See, now you should just stop calling her. Now you don't have that power to call her. Well, called her again anyway. But, point is, PME should be thinking, Or you should be thinking that double is dying, and I lost all this health by just calling her as an assist. I should probably stop. So that way, she can recover some red life, and, I don't die in the next hit. PME should be thinking that you might not be calling your assist anymore, which means he gets to press you a lot harder. And if you do call your assist, you should be ready for it to kill it, because it's pretty darn low. Yeah, that was a really bad thing to do. You were calling her full screen, and she was getting hit by fireballs. You were calling her in places where you weren't even blocking. That could have actually got both of you guys happy birthday. But PME doesn't jump hard kick often with Fuqua. Not sure why he doesn't, but he does. Yeah, it was just really bad to be calling her like that. You have 5 bars. You could have easily had, like, instead of, like, well, actually I won't say that. We'll just let that play out. Called her again though. Oh no. So you push block drill really late. I take it was because you were expecting fireball. But when you push block drill, and they don't go into fireball, you're in a bad spot. You made her a lot more plus than she was supposed to be. Understand, if you're gonna push block to get through the fireball, you actually can do that on reaction to the super flash. You don't have to push block like the last hit of drill. It's generally recommended that you don't do that. But he didn't do fireball, you push blocked, and then you pushed the button, but it was the bad choice. You got hit for it, so then you died. Understand, don't push block drill. Push block the fireball. Never push block drill. Because if you block it and they don't go in the fireball, you can easily punish. If you block it and then they do go in the fireball, you can easily just react with a push block and then still punish the fireball. Yeah, see. They get to drill and drill again. Up. And that's dead. Alright, next match. It was an interesting decision from both of you. But anyway, yeah, like, I like the patience. Still being patient, not really trying to, like, rush in and, like, hit Robo. You're very calm about zoning. Ooh, okay. Right here, you force him to block a beam in the air. Now, this is a really good spot for you and a terrible spot for him. What I would have liked to have done was to cross under and then just do stand jab. A lot of people expect in this spot to be air thrown, and so if they tried to like mash throw, they would have, gotten hit. A lot of people in this situation, when they have the opponent in this bad spot, want to like wait for him to come down so they can do crouch slide kick or an overhead or something. Which, in those situations, a lot of the time the opponent sees you waiting and wants to come down with a button. So those people usually get hit. So generally the best thing to do in this situation is really just to do a stand jab either on the left side or the right side. Because you want to catch them and you want to just keep your pressure up. You don't necessarily have to mix people up all the time. All you have to do is really just make sure that you keep momentum on your side. But you chose to jump forward. It hit, And I'm guessing you wanted a spiral flare there, but you didn't get it. Although it did hit, I still don't like the I still don't like the idea. Stand jab would have been way better. And you could have reacted in case he push blocked you out. Not sure why he got hit by that bomber, but lucky you. Okay. So right here, you actually had two options you could have done. You could have easily had did Quake into Sniper Shot, which would hit both characters, and then DHC into Robo Fortune and Beam, which would have done a crap ton of damage. The other thing you could have done was you could have did a launcher into Sniper Shot instead, which would hit Robo Fortune, the point character, and would also hit Fuqua the assist, but it wouldn't actually combo on Fuqua. So it would actually uncombo and do a lot more damage to her. And then you could have tagged or DAC'd into Robo Fortune and beamed. And that would have done a crazy amount of damage, if not killed. Instead, though, you let her go. It was very sweet of you. Alright. Nice kill. Alright, back up so you can play your Robo Fortune game. Falling Bomber full screen again. Ooh. Nice mine. That mine is so good. And like spots like that. Like, it just comes down and like just forces blocks done. It's great. And like it continues even the Robo Fortune gets hit. That's really cool. Ooh. So you push spot in the air. This spot again. But it looks like you're trying to dash under, which would have been a really good thing to do if it had worked. But you didn't take into account how low to the ground he was. Therefore, you know, you didn't get your dash under. If your reactions were faster, you could have easily reacted with like, oh, I'm not dashing under, so let me crouch light punch, right? Crouch light punch and ease him back to the ground, or punish him for trying to hit a button. But you know, not everyone can react, so I guess I can't truly fault you for that. The point is that it's a mistake that you made. I'm not sure what that was. Robo Fortune dash is pretty fast. I'm pretty sure you could have punished him for that instead of just doing sweep. But I'll let it rock. Ooh, that was the worst beam. That was the worst beam. You're a Robo Fortune player. So you more than likely know, like, covering space with your beams. I'm not sure in this situation why you chose to use a heavy beam. I'm actually a little baffled because I'm just like, what could you have possibly expected that made you want to do a heavy beam right there? Because honestly, with how close you are to your opponent, I see no reason not to shoot that light laser. Actually, her lasers are blue. Because that would have been spot on. I understand when you killed Fuqua over here, he was a little bit further back. Like, he was actually around where Fuqua is. So light laser would have caught him for trying to move forward, which is the only option he pretty much had in that situation. Like, I don't see why you shot H laser. Like, even if he jumped forward, light laser still would have been better. Must have just been, but you know, yeah. So try to be a bit more mindful of how far close your opponent is, because usually when your opponent is like this close, when they're like this burning sun in your face like this, you kind of want to, like, you don't have any sunglasses, so you want to just like get them to back the heck up. Just back up. And the way to do that is with a good L laser in the air like that. But you did that, you got hit. Nice block on the mix-up. Push blocked him out. Okay, what? Alright, so now we're doing light lasers on opponents who are clearly in the air. Probably, like I said, this is probably just a fluke. Because I know you play this character. I've seen you play this character. I've played you on multiple occasions. I don't think, you know, this is on purpose. Anyway, Robo is probably dead here. Unless he drops this. I don't think he drops this. Yeah. Yeah, she did. Not sure what he was doing. That was really good. It dropped. He backed up. Playing it space, and that was really good. Alright, and this should be the PME. Nice. Backed up at round start. Another weird decision, but the funny thing is, he came forward. I don't understand. Nice. See. He's always looking to do that crouch life punch on people who jump in at him. So, jumping forward, not committing. Really, really good on your part. And no push block either. That's fucking amazing. Alright. Love that. There's a lot of people who want to just push block preemptively just because they're forced to block. And you're a very mindful player, able to like realize, hey, I should not push block this because I will be at an advantage if I do. Or if I don't. Wow, what a weird frame. But, yeah, no, because, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, stand medium kick from Robo is like, it's either like +0 or like -3 or something. I don't really remember. Point is, push blocking it puts Robo Fortune at advantage, and you didn't. Instead, you blocked it, and then you jumped forward, which was godlike. Why is PME getting hit? Nice forward throw, but no confirm. Guess you wasn't trying to do a forward throw. Nice bikes. E-armored and sniper shot has no invincibility, so if you were to cancel that pillar into sniper shot, you would have got hit. Instead, you did it to bikes because you're an awesome player. Alright. Nice. I know why you did the L danger, but just a heads up, this super has no invincibility, and the fireball does not come out like on frame 1 at all. So if you see like anything about to touch her, generally the fireball won't even come out. She'll just get hit. So you really could have like kept this going with like a stand hard punch or something. So I understand the mine because you were in this situation before, and mine worked really well. But compared to the situation before, this is a slightly different because the spacing is different. Pimi is slightly further away than he was in the last situation, and I understand that that's really hard to tell in a lot of cases. Basically, this was a poor spot to do mine. This was a really good spot to do head drone ram. I'm not a Robo Fortune player, so I don't know how easy it is to like find out like, oh, I should do mine here, and oh, I should do ram here. Like thinking about it in theory, it sounds like it's really difficult. But just a heads up, this was a bad mine. Nice jump over. Oh, I'm guessing that right there. Yeah, that right there might have been an L danger. Trying to anti-air him. But he crossed you up. Alright. Oh, we dropped. Oh, no. So, again, I'm not a Robo Fortune player, so I'm not entirely sure how this matchup goes. But generally, what I do with, at the very least, Parasol, since she's the only character I have that has a fast dash, is when I see Fukua that high in the air, I dash forward. I don't care what she's doing. I just dash forward. She could throw a fireball. She could be trying to come down with jump hard kick. She could like, you know, do whatever. But there's no reason not to just dash forward under her. And especially in your case, since you play Robo Fortune, I am not sure why you did sweep here. I hit. Must have got confused. Ooh, not sure what the double jab was for. We already know that's a terrible button. Not sure what that reset was. Alright, this should be dead. Oh yeah, I remember watching this. This was really good on you. Nice presence of mind. Alright. Okay. That round started. This time, you tried to shoot a tear shot and called beam. This time, he beamed and called drilled. And then he dashes forward. Pee-wee's extremely aggressive, and I don't understand why. But nice pillar, because he's hitting your assist. He overcommitted for no reason. This is silly now. Alright, he should be dead. Oh, never mind. If you did pillar, he would have been dead. Or if you did bikes, he would have been dead. Okay, you got hit. Oop, he let you out. Bomber call. I don't like that. So you hit with a sniper shot, and then DAC into magnet, right? But look at how high his undizzy is. It's pretty high. Right? This right here, you're not really gonna get much. Right? If anything, you should have went for just getting heads. Robo Fortune can comfortably get 3 heads off of a sniper shot. So, not sure why you actually went in for the confirm. There really wasn't much you could get off of it. Alright, nice awareness of the head. Make it. This is just extremely good Robo Fortune play right here. Oh wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. Aw, almost had it. Nice. Ooh, nice. Almost nice. Just missed space. So even though he grabbed you like 2-3 times in a row, I appreciate the patience and not like the panic. You didn't panic at all, you just down backed. Because honestly there really isn't much reason to up back Fukua. She does have a command grab and that can be scary, but she can only confirm off of it with a super. So it's no big deal. And look how much meter he spent. If you down backed, if you tried to up back and you got hit low, you would have given him a lot more opportunity to keep his meter. He would have gained a lot more meter, and then it would be a lot easier for him to come back on you. Instead, you made him spend resources, and that's really, really, really good. That's optimal. Oh, I'm thinking I was supposed to be into level 3, but no input. He could have BFF'd that. What time is it? Oh yeah. See, this is already going on pretty long. But alright. So general consensus is pretty much you do have a very good like understanding of the game and your characters. You kept them in the corner instead of trying to like going for some risky things. You were playing very patiently. You were dash jumping and blocking while trying to get through zoning. Um, your Robo Fortune play was immaculate, except for maybe a few errors. You know, like shooting a H laser instead of shooting a light, and then shooting a light laser instead of an H. So, but overall, like, very immaculate. You're an extremely good player, and there really wasn't much for me to critique in this video. Um, Everything that I have stated is all just minor things. Um, but if you go to a tournament, I expect you to do extremely well. Uh, that's all we have for this match critique. I don't even have like any like words to poorly draw on the screen. The next one's the next match critique I'm going to do. The ones I want to do after are going to be for videos at Frosty. For those of you who are wanting me to do match critiques on their Frosty matches, understand I'm waiting for them to upload it on YouTube because my laptop is not the best, and like me recording while also being on Twitch tends to stress it out a little bit too much. Um, so I'd rather avoid that. I'd rather just do it on YouTube. So whenever they upload the pools from Frosty for Skullgirls on YouTube, that's when I'll start doing these match critiques. Until then, uh, this is Adivas signing off here, and hope all of you guys have a wonderful day.